So without much more waffling and talking, I invite Marco to come up and tell us all about the new product they've been developing.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Marco. I'm a product manager at Worldline, and I'm very proud to present to you a new product that we've been developing. Imagine driving into a parking garage, doing your weekend shopping, driving out of the garage again, and you've never been interrupted with paying for the ticket. You still pay for the ticket, but it all happened in the background. So no queuing, no forgetting to pay the ticket and realizing at the barrier. You just drove out and it all happened in the background. I'm very proud to present to you Worldline One Link, where we built over the last 1.5 years the base to create such business models. It all started 1.5 years ago, where I was asked with a colleague together to do an innovation sprint. It was summer 17. I remember it was like 30 degrees in the office, and we were asked to be innovative. So not the best conditions, but I believe we still managed it. You might ask how we did it or how we got there. Yeah, it's not rocket science what we did, but it gets forgotten now and then, or it always gets forgotten nowadays. We asked the customer. In fact, we asked the cardholder first, and then we asked the merchant. What are their pains? What are their needs? What could be useful to them? And then we tried to find an overlap of their needs. To create a win-win-win situation. And now, 1.5 years later, I'm very proud to present to you this Worldline One Link. It's still under development, but we have a proof of concept. I can also show it to you at our booth outside afterwards, together with our partner Miles & More, where we connected the payment card with the Miles & More account. So let's start. It's a very unique payment ecosystem. What we try to do is really combine services together. So for example, or let's say the payment process. We wanted to connect the payment process with loyalty or other value-added services. It is an open system which can be accessed via API. And it provides benefits to all participants, so merchants, loyalty schemes, and also cardholders. Yeah, what we do is, by connecting, we can facilitate the participation in third-party scheme programs, such as Miles & More. So what that means is, me as a merchant, I can say, okay, I want to give more miles to my customer. So we activate it on the terminal, and as soon as someone pays with a card that he has connected before to his Miles & More account, he gets the points allocated automatically. So I can bundle multiple services on this payment card I have, or multiple payment cards. I can through that simplify the usage and handling of loyalty cards and other programs, and considerably improve the consumer shopping experience, because I have less friction at the POS. And it also allows for simple introduction of a merchant's own loyalty program, because with Worldline One Link you can also create your own loyalty program. You don't have to participate with, for example, Miles & More. You can create your very own loyalty program without having to issue a new card, because the cardholder doesn't want another card in his wallet. He wants less cards in his wallet. So you can introduce it and they can connect it to their payment cards. So what can we offer with it? We can increase the revenue through customer loyalty. If you create your own loyalty program, revenue usually increases if you have relevant benefits. It always has to be a relevant benefit, so the consumer says, okay, I go back there because I want the points. We can decrease checkout time because there's less friction at the POS. Yeah, because you just pay and the points get allocated. And you can also gain insights on your customer behavior. For example, if I create my own loyalty program, I usually do it because I want to know where are the customers, when do they buy, where. And if you create your own loyalty program that has relevant benefits for the consumer, they will come back to you and you can see the streams, the customer journey of your customers. So let's look at the ecosystem. We try to create an open system that can be accessed via APIs, and there we bring together, for example, issuers, card owners, solution partners, wallets, and identifiers. At the moment, the identifier is your payment card. In the future, it could be something else. We can be creative there. And we bring it all together at our point of sale. So let's have a look at how this works with, for example, Miles & More. We have platforms, identifiers, and the transaction itself. So the consumer registers in an app or online and adds his payment card. Then he also adds his Miles & More number. And then next time when he does a purchase at the merchant, if the merchant's terminal is activated for Miles & More, the transaction goes through our database of Worldline One Link, and then sees there if it's a match. If there's a match with a loyalty program, it will be sent to the scheme itself. At the moment, Miles & More, and the points get automatically allocated. So that's the whole flow of how it works. So in the future, we will basically change the way we interact with, we change the payment process. Before, it was you get asked for your loyalty card, maybe you forgot it, maybe you brought it, you have to grab it from the pocket, and then afterwards you pay. So from now on, or in the future, what we hope, you just pay. You don't have to think about all those cards, because sometimes it happened to me, I had way too many cards, you have Starbucks, McDonald's, whatever. Now you only need the payment card. So the benefits, we already touched it a little bit. One thing I want to stress is there's no integrations effort. We can activate the merchant's terminals, and then it works. So he doesn't have to do something on his own. We can activate it, and it works. Of course, if he wants to do his own loyalty program, he has to configure that. But if the terminal is activated, he can start. You can increase customer loyalty with strong brands. If you think, okay, my customers want Miles & More, I can use it as a marketing means. And you can also access to a consumer group with strong purchasing power. So we've seen that customers with a Miles & More account tend to have a stronger purchasing power than those without. And then we have different phases on what we're planning to do. For example, in phase 3, we also want to introduce the burning process. So if you go to the POS and you already have, let's say, Miles & More points, and the terminal is activated for redeeming there, it will ask you to if you want to pay with your miles, or if you want to do it the way you did it before, just a regular payment. Yeah, and that's a simple process to create your own loyalty program. And the benefits for the cardholders are similar. You can reduce checkout time. You have less cards in the wallet. It's single sign-on. You register once, and can add all your loyalty programs. You don't have to register for each loyalty program and do the setup again. You just do it once and it works. Yeah, that's at the moment the registration. This can be accessed via API, so you can implement it in your website or in your app, and ask your customer in the buying process or whatever it is to connect his card to the loyalty program you are having set up. It looks like this. You have different, there you can see the identifiers. At the moment it's cards. So there are two MasterCards, and on the bottom I add my loyalty programs, which can be, at the moment it's Miles & More, but it could be anything really. Yeah, and at the beginning I told you about the parking idea. That's a future vision, but what you could do is, for identifier, you could use, for example, a license plate, because for a license plate you have an address behind it and a person. So maybe if I drive into a parking garage, my license plate gets scanned and it checks the service. Okay, there's a card behind it, and it does a transaction with his card. So you don't interact with payment, you just pay in the background. But that's a future vision. Maybe we'll get there one day. Yeah. Thanks for having me. I hope I could show you something. I hope it was something new for you. I think it's a very cool product, and we'll see where we go from here. Thank you.